another Baltany, and I'm afraid yet another I'll be keeping. So far, I've featured half a dozen Baltanys on my channel, and 3 of those ended up staying. Later, I sold one because I found it ridiculous to keep all 3. But here we are again with me pondering on whether or not to keep this one as well. Spoiler alert, I already decided to keep it. The 2 I kept are the bronze pilot because of its large and bold numerals and hands, and the 1921 homage because of its crooked dial and incredible finish. I also liked the case and hardened steel on that one, that despite being daily worn by me for half a year, managed to stay scratch-free. I did an update video on that 6-month wearing experience, and I'll pop the link to that video in the corner of the screen. In that video, I concluded I would make all of my watches from that type of steel if I was Baltany. And here we are with this Longines homage that is not only a combination of the 2 Baltanys I own, with the same bold numerals and hands like the ones found on the bronze pilot, but also done in a crooked dial fashion with an all-polished case that is, you guessed it, made out of the same hardened steel like the 1921. My brain tells me I should keep this one and sell the other 2, as it is a combination of them. But my heart wants to keep all 3, which, thanks to Baltany being as affordable as they are, should be a move not putting my financials at a risk. But this homage is much more than what I just said. At $340, it is on the more expensive side when it comes to Baltany, so you do get more than from their other models. The movement used is a Miyota 9122, which is a calendar version of the 9000 series. Basically the same movement used in the Wise Flyboy I reviewed recently that goes for double the price of this. And yes, Wise is incredibly well made, and I do call them Grand Seiko of micro brands, but I have to admit Baltany is not far off finish-wise while being half the price. So the movement beats away at 28,800 BPH, comes with both hacking and hand winding, and beside the usual hours, minutes, and seconds, offers a complete calendar showing you day of the week, date, and month. It makes for a pretty cool complication that gives you the look of a chronograph, which is what the original from Longines is, but adds a functionality you can and will use every day. The brilliance of Baltany doesn't stop there, as they didn't just slap the movement into the case like Wise did, as doing so would have made the pusher for the month advancement sit right between the lugs at 12 o'clock. Instead, they used a set of levers and tubes to replicate the monopusher from Longines, but here it is used for the said month setting. It makes it brilliant and very intuitive to use. In the closed position, the crown is used to wind the watch. Pulling it to the first click will let you change the date by turning it one way and day of the week by turning it the other, while pressing the pusher will advance the month as already set. Pulling the crown all the way stops the movement so you can set the time. I'm genuinely impressed by this, especially given the fact they retain 50 meters of water resistance despite the complicated tube and pusher going through the crown. As for the rest of the watch, it is really well made and finished to a high degree with a beautiful dial, the already mentioned bold and easy to read numerals, and cathedral hands. The subdial hands are chemically blued, while the main large seconds hand is thermally blued, which is incredible for the price. The watch is supplied with a decent quality leather strap, but being slightly too long for my small wrist, I switched to my custom Diabolic strap, and I have to admit I love the look. I know some people will have a problem with this being a blatant copy of the Longines, but I see it as a fun and cheap way to try the style. And with the original from Longines being priced reasonably, which can be said for the 1921 Vacheron, who knows, maybe I end up getting the real deal, although that one is only available with a white dial if you want these kind of numerals, which I do. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.